I shedding 6 times. What's going on, gang? Welcome to our 5-6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host, Marcus, otherwise Ghost from Mars, Ghosty. Nothing derogatory. You can call me whatever as long as it's nice and not ignorant. Welcome to another episode. Music. One second. There we go. All right. Anyway, back to it. Welcome to Shoot at Me Mondays, guys. As you know, here on the stream, you know what I mean. We usually usually shoot from the hip. We talk about anything horror movie related, music related, what have you. You know what I mean. So, but today I decided let's talk about a little bit of Scream 6 because obviously some news came out within the last 12 hours. An interview was done with Jenna Ortega, an article was done, etc. So we have some news regarding Scream 6 and some interesting comments that Jenna had made that I really want to touch on. So, you know what I mean? That's what we're going to be dedicating today's stream to. We're not going to talk about anything else right now but this news and comments from Jenna Ortega from Scream 6. So, once again, guys, shoot this stream a like. It helps the channel out a ton. If you're a returning viewer, shoot this stream a like. If you're a new viewer, hit that like and subscribe button as well as hit that notification icons to get all latest content updates to the channel. Your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. Let's hit the comment section here, see who we got in here so far. We got 3 people in the chat so far. Bob, what's going on, man? Val, what's going on? Conrad, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Good afternoon. Oh, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to dig into this and talk about it because obviously I woke up this morning, you know what I mean? Got, everything situated and decided to hit the tube and see if we got any information on any, Halloween ends, Scream 6 news, what have you. And I run into this whole pop Scream 6 update, see if we got any other than, Dylan Maloney or Maroney, whatever, however you say his name. Other than getting him, wanted to see if we had any new cast members, any new news, and ran across this article from Jenna Ortega in this interview that she had did talking about Scream 6 and made some very fascinating comments. And I mean, some comments that I think we all kind of expected. I will say that I'm a little disappointed that she talked about it this, aggressively. I would have rather waited to see the movie to see how it would pan out in regards to her comments. But I mean, it's out there. We're here now, so let's dig into it. So I have the article right here. There's many sites have, obviously done articles about this. So this one is from, I don't know why it says, this is from GameSpot.com, written by David Woloniski. Jenna Ortega, Scream 6's Ghostface is the most aggressive and violent version yet. The 6th Scream will be the goriest yet and also feature the most violent Ghostface we have ever seen, according to cast member Jenna Ortega. In a brief red carpet Q&A, Ortega told Entertainment Tonight about her reactions to having read part of the slasher script. Quote, Ghostface gets a lot more intimidating, Ortega said. I just read part of the script and it just gets more and more gory, a la Randy in Scream 2. As we know, he referenced sequels. Obviously, the sequel has to have more blood, more gore, carnage, candy. Your core audience is expected. And that is something that we have talked about here in the community, that we do expect this new Scream, Scream 6, whatever you want to call it. We do kind of expect it to go in the direction of what Halloween Kills did in terms of upping the body count and just having an entire bloodbath. So that was kind of expected, in my opinion. But let's keep digging into this article, into these quotes by Jenna. I just read part of the script and it just gets more and more gory. I think that this is probably the most aggressive and violent version of Ghostface we've ever seen, which I think will really be fun to shoot. Ortega's return to the franchise after 2022 Scream alongside Melissa Barrera, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Mason Gooding. Though not too much is known about the movie's plot, we do know that these four characters will return as they try and most likely don't succeed at making a fresh start at a safer life. Also returning to the Scream franchise is Kirby Hayden Panettiere from Scream 4. I'm not even going to try to touch on Panettiere's return. Ortega said she has been one of my favorite characters in the franchise for a long time. So the fact that her character gets to come back and redeem herself is really exciting, she quotes. Now, there was another article that I read before this was from Vanity. And I found something very, very interesting about, and I know it had to be a misprint, but when they were referencing to Hayden returning, they referenced Hayden to being a Ghostface killer in Scream 4. Obviously, we know that's not the case. It was Charlie and Jill. So obviously, I think that was a misprint by Vanity, but I wanted to touch on that because that was the first article I read this morning was the Vanity article. But basically, it says the same it says the same things, in this article that it basically did in the Vanity article, outside of the fact that they had made the mistake by saying Hayden returning to the franchise is the first time we'll see her since Scream 4 when she was a Ghostface killer. That obviously was a mistake. Okay, guys. So obviously, let's touch on this. I'm a little upset that she came out and said this because, as I said, I wanted the information. I didn't want too much information. I wanted us to be in suspense about what this movie is going to be about and how violent this movie is going to be. I wanted us to wait, honestly, until we either seen some of it in the trailer or just flat out seen it in the movie. I'd rather obviously wait to the movie itself. We already kind of expected this. We expected that they were going to up the body count. We expected that Ghostface might be more aggressive and more violent. We kind of expected this. So the comments aren't nothing that we haven't already been talking about. But I just don't, I don't like this. I don't like this whole new age. Let's talk about the information. Except the OG characters, they didn't do that shit back in the day. They didn't. They may tease a little stuff, you know what I mean? But they didn't give like direct information such as these new generation actors do with their movies. And that's something I don't like because it takes away, especially for movies like Scream, a horror movie, a whodunit slasher film. It kind of takes away from me the suspense on what to expect in the movie. I want to be in the unknown. I want to think for my own self what this movie and how violent this movie can actually be. I don't like the fact that she came out and let us know, hey, this movie is going to be the most violent probably you ever seen Ghostface. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly don't like that, guys. I wanted to be in suspense leading up the whole time. Like, and again, it's something we already kind of figured. I guess that's why it kind of takes even more of the stink off of it for me because it's like, okay, duh, we knew that was going to happen. We knew that was going to happen. We knew you guys were going to get more aggressive in the kills, the body count, etc. You almost have to. So, I mean, cool. We got some news. I don't know, guys. I don't like the fact that she came out like that. But obviously, so let's get into it. So, with that being said, now, who do you guys, being that we are going to have it's obvious we're going to have a lot of kills, who dies in this movie? Like, do we kill both Chad and Mindy? Do you kill Hayden? I mean, I'm starting to really not like Hayden's chances in this movie the more I think about it, especially with Jenna's comments that this is going to be a more intimidating Ghostface. This is going to be a more aggressive, more gory film. And obviously the body count is going to rise. So who else are you going to kill other than a few college students, but these college students in a way have to have some type of meaning, right? You know what I mean? If you just kill if you kill, let's say 5, 6, 7 college students that have no meaning in this movie, no story arc or nothing, and kill Chad, but keep Sam, Tara, Mindy, and Kirby alive, I honestly don't think that's good. I don't think that's a good thing. I think at least 2 of these 5 characters gotta die. At least 2 to make it hurt. And then we don't even know if Courtney's coming back or Nev. Now, I did see Craven posted a video yesterday, and I checked it out last night after last night's stream at like 3 something in the morning when me and Bob got done. And I checked it out real quick because a quick 10-minute video. So I said, all right, let me pop this on before I go to bed. And it said that Sid had made, Nev had made her decision. And this was according to, one of Craven's friends that went to a con and talked to Nev. And she had told him that, I turned it down. Now, of course, this isn't 100% official. We haven't got official word yet. Not saying the guy is lying or nothing like that. Not saying Nev is lying. But I do want to say, you know what I mean? Like Bob said last night, non-disclosure agreements, if she is signed, regardless or in place, she can't say it even if she wants to. She can't tell the truth even if she wants to. Also, keep in mind that she is an actress. She could easily be bluffing. You know what I mean? So that's not 100%. We don't know 100% sure if Nev is still coming back. I am teetering on it's a good 95% she's not. I'm going with that. 95% Nev will not be back. In terms of Courtney, it's still 50-50 in my opinion. Like, we don't know if she's coming back. We don't know if she's not coming back. Like, it's still 50-50 on Courtney's end. I'm really skeptical that they might not actually have both Courtney and Nev in this movie. I'm highly skeptical that it might be the case. Because like we said, Courtney just said she hasn't seen the contract. She's read the script and it was good. She said it's a really good script, but she hasn't gotten a contract. So it's very, very fascinating, to see what direction they're going to take, especially now that we got more news. Well, we got this news from Jenna that this Ghostface is going to be really, really violent, really gory. The kill count's going to increase. So it's going to be interesting to see if both Nev and Courtney are left out of this film. Because then, like I said, if Nev and Courtney are out of this film, that leaves the detective, the new detective that got cast, the core 4, and Kirby. That's 6 main characters so far. I'm going to say main characters because I do think that Dylan Maloney will have a pretty big role in this movie as a detective. So with that being said, that's 6 characters right there. If the body count is going to increase, you got to get more people. You know what I mean? And I like maybe do they bring in Christina Carpenter's character? I really kind of hope so, but the way they're making it sound is this movie is going to obviously be out of Woodsboro completely. So let's go with the premise we're not going back to Woodsboro, not even for flashbacks. Can you really see Christina Carpenter living with Sam or being close to Sam? Like, I can see her maybe trying to repair that relationship, but it'd be difficult, outside of Woodsboro because, like I think me, Bob, Maverick, and Jordan talked about it on Maverick's stream the other day. Christina didn't even show up for Tara. She didn't even come back from her trip to see if Tara was okay in Scream 5. So I find it really hard to believe that if Sam and Tara are leaving town and Tara's going to college, I find it really hard to believe that Christina would follow after. So, Leslie Mocker, Hank Loomis, there's characters you can return. It just gets tricky, especially if we're not going to have any scenes in Woodsboro. My thing is this: if we're not going to have any scenes in Woodsboro, why, other than maybe being the killer, why is Leslie Mocker around? You guys get what I'm saying? Like, if we're not going to be in Woodsboro completely, why would Leslie Mocker, if they are going to cast that character in this movie, why, like, unless she's going to be the killer, and I think that would be entirely too obvious, why would she need to be in this movie? And why would she be in the same location as them moving without having to be the killer? Like, I think this movie, especially with these comments, I think these comments hold a lot more significance than what we're initially seeing because of the lack of cast members that we have gotten so far. We don't know who's all going to be in this movie. Now, obviously, that can change and more news will come out. You know what I mean? And obviously, we can get newer characters that might have more significant roles, but it's tricky, you guys. Like, this is a real. These comments, like, I don't know, because you're gonna have to, in my opinion, maybe leave both Nev and Courtney out, so that when you bring these new characters in, especially for the core four that need more, especially for Sam, who needs a lot of character development. You know what I mean? The character development got to go elsewhere too, because if you have Courtney and Cindy in this movie, you're taking away from the new characters' character development as well as the returning characters' character development. You know what I mean? Now, if it was like a cameo from both of them or something like that, different ballgame, because they're not getting much screen time. But at the same time, I'm really itching towards that both of them will not be in this movie, and we are going to focus around the core four, Kirby, this detective, and a bunch of new other characters, maybe from the college, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? It's not impossible to think one of the college, victims could survive and actually play a part down the road. It's not impossible to think at all. You know what I mean? Maybe that'd be something different that they do. Somebody that gets attacked at the college survives and lives to tell about it, and maybe in 7 they still kind of hold a close relationship to Tara, Chad, and if they're friends with them in college, what have you. You know what I mean? So these comments, in my opinion, are really, really fascinating and hold a little bit more weight from Jenna, even though I don't like the fact that she came out about it. The fact that we don't have much cast news, it really makes you speculate who the fuck are they going to kill in this movie? Especially if Gail and Cindy are not going to be in this movie. Like, you can't leave, in my opinion, you can't leave more than 3 of let's say the core 4 and Kirby. At least 2 got to die. You can't leave 4 of them alive, in my opinion. All the core 4 cannot live in this movie. At least one of them has to die. And do I want to see Kirby die? No. So maybe, just maybe, you get rid of both the twins. The kills got to come somewhere. And it's got to be from characters that we've grown attached to a degree. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, it won't. If they just decide to kill off a bunch of college kids, are we really going to give a shit? We haven't grown a connection to them. So it'd just be like kind of pointless killing. I mean, of course, it's part of, a horror movie, etc. Certain innocent people that have nothing to do with the story is going to get killed off. I get that. You know what I mean? But if they just kill a bunch of college students and leave 4 out of the 5 main characters in terms of the core 4 and Kirby alive, I think it would be very disappointing. In my opinion, you have to kill at least 2 of them characters. You have to. In my opinion, like, if this is going to be more gory, more violent, more aggressive, like, how many kills are we talking here? I think is the real question. How many people would die in this movie? Let's see what some of you guys are saying here in the chat. What's going on, Jackie? How you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Val says, still say Tara sus. I mean, yeah, like I said, you and Bob make some valid points, and we're gonna see here in the next movie, what direction they're gonna take with her character for sure. It's gonna be very interesting to see. It's kind of the same problem I have with horror movie trailers nowadays. Yeah, they give away too much in the trailers. Agree. I agree. It's that new generation bullshit. Like, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to know about this movie until I go sit my ass in those comfortable ass, cushy movie theater seats. Because, the movie, I don't know if that's like that around your guys' area, but I'm not going to lie. My movie theater, their fucking chairs are comfortable. They got massagers and everything on that bitch. You can recline back. You can recline the neck part back. What? Man, let me tell you, your boy be relaxed up in that joint. But yeah, like, I agree. They give away too much information in the trailers. They talk about the movie in interviews and stuff too much. Like, I don't want that. I want to be led in suspense, especially if this is a horror movie. When it comes to horror movies, I want to be left in suspense on what this movie is going to be and how it's going to play out. I don't want to know everything or really big important parts. You know what I mean? Like that's blatantly obvious and that we already know is gonna happen, but also could be, giving away too much of the plot or whatever. Like they do this entirely too much. And I hope that eventually it does change. Mindy definitely is a goner. I just have the feeling. Bob says, yeah, I think so too. Now that especially if we're not getting Nev or Courtney, those kills got to come somewhere. You know what I mean? So I agree with that. I'm starting to lean more towards it. I think both twins now, especially if we don't get both Nev and Cindy back, especially if these college kids don't have much of a story arc, whoever they implement into the cast, if they're just there to be killed off, you know what I mean? Like, you could keep Chad alive still, but at the same time, I feel like it would mean more and it'd be like, oh shit, if you kill both of them, in all honesty. I'm starting to feel like out of the, whole brother, sister, the whole, sibling tandem, I'm starting to feel like Tara and Sam are going to be the last ones standing out of that. Exactly. Like, where are the kills going to come from if Nev and Courtney aren't in this movie? I mean, you already know Nev is not going to die. Courtney, all bets are off with her. You can kill her. You know what I mean? So, but especially if they're not in this movie and if we don't get no real character development from any of the newer characters that are coming into this movie, the kills got to come somewhere from, somebody that we care about. Kind of like they did with Randy in Scream 2. Nobody saw Randy dying in Scream 2, but they did. They pulled that shock trigger. I'd like to see them do the same with the Meek Martins twins. I hate to say that, but if we're going to up the stakes and if we're going to risk it all, to subvert fans' expectations, then you still have to do a lot of shit that a lot of fans don't expect. And I don't think a lot of us would expect both twins to be killed off in this movie. A lot of us think it's going to be one or the other. So if you kill both of them, be like, oh shit, okay, that's what we're doing? Okay. I mean, and now, honestly, like I said, I'm not liking Kirby's chances neither. I'm not liking her chances at all. Like I said, if the body count's going to be even more, those kills got to come from somewhere. It can't just be a whole bunch of college kids getting slaughtered that don't mean anything. It just can't, in my opinion. You can have a few, but it can't be the college kids that get killed has to be a direct link to the core four, in my opinion. They have to be some type of friends or in some type of group circle with the core four in order for us to really be on board with these characters and feel something even when they die. Because if there's no character development and these new characters in the college, these kids in the college have no real interaction with the core four and these kids get killed off, I mean, are we really going to care? No, we're not, because they mean nothing. So I definitely think the potential is there that not only are the Meek Martins twins are going to get killed, but they're going to pull the trigger and pull off Kirby. I mean, and pull off the killing of Kirby. I don't want to see that, but like I said, where are these kills coming from? You got to kill somebody. You got to kill a lot of people. You can't just kill a bunch of college kids that don't mean nothing to the story. You can to a degree, but you can't go overdrive with it. If you leave the entire core four alive, and then Kirby is the only one that gets killed, out of returning characters, that's going to leave a real fucking sour taste in a lot of people's mouth, in my opinion. A real big sour taste. Now, if you kill the Meek Martins twins and then even kill Kirby, even though a lot of people would still be pissed off that Kirby got killed, I think the Meek Martins twins also being killed off would kind of take some of that pain away, because it's like, wow, they really went balls to the wall and they went hard in this movie, doing things we didn't expect and killing people we didn't expect them to kill. I think these comments from Jenna are really, really fascinating, and we got a lot of work ahead of us until March. We got a lot of speculating to do. Especially with this cast. Like, we're not going to get a cast list. I'm in agreement with a lot of everybody else in the community. I don't think we're going to get a cast list until August or something like that. Like, they're shooting today. Ain't today? I believe today's the first day of filming, if I'm not mistaken, or it was over the weekend when they started. See what you guys are saying here in the chat. Yeah, I agree, Val. It does. It's just they kill her. If they kill her, and how they kill her, and depending on who else they kill, like I said, I think it will take some of the backlash off of her dying. I don't want to see her die, but I'm starting to really feel that Kirby's going to get killed in this movie. And I will say this. I hope that if they are going to kill her in this movie, at least let her be in most of the movie, and then maybe you kill her at the end. You know what I mean? Don't let her be the opening fucking kill, for crying out loud, please. Don't do that. Just don't. But you're right. She does fill that legacy void. And I'm so ready for a Scream movie without Cindy. Surprisingly enough, I mean, I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I don't. I guess I don't mind it because it's like, okay, radio silence, this is your chance to shine without having the main character from this entire franchise playing this movie. This is your time to build your characters and to shine and see what you can do with this franchise. So I'm on board with that, Val. I'm kind of ready to see what this movie is going to be without Cindy Prescott as well. Like completely no Cindy Prescott. Like, not a cameo, not nothing. Now, if we get a little quick couple second cameo at the end, I'm not going to be mad, of course. But if Cindy is like not involved in this movie, even if the cameo, because the cameo is only a few seconds, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad about that. You got to develop these characters. You have to. With Gail and Cindy both on the roster, that's a lot of character development you're taking away from these newer characters. Kirby, the core four. So yeah, definitely. I think it'd be a good idea to let Cindy and Gail sit on the sidelines for this one, and let's build these new characters. And let's see what Radio Silence can do. Bob says, definitely Val, and the same. I am curious on how well a Scream movie would be without Sid. We saw the TV series, didn't need Sid to have a solid story. Absolutely. That's a great point there, Bob. Absolutely. That's right. That's right, Val. There's so many other stories you can tie into from 96. Jordan Talks Film, what's going on, man? Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. No, I seen something. Originally, I thought, Jordan, it was supposed to be June 4th. That's the original article I seen. But then I started hearing rumblings that they weren't starting filming until today. So, beats me, man. This shit changes up, a good bit. I saw that Nope, if I'm not mistaken, got a delay itself. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me if they said one thing and then, they start filming in a whole nother day. It just, that's the cinema industry. But like I said, I don't know, guys. I'm a little pooped out that she did that. Like, it was when I read that article this morning, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was just like, shut the fuck up. Like, why? Like, why do you new actors do this? Like, us as fans, especially when it comes to the horror genre, we don't want to know about the movie until we go see the fucking movie. Like, that's just the truth. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to get little nuggets and little Easter eggs so we can speculate along the way. Little rumors here, little rumors there. But when you're giving out factual parts of the script, it's like, really? Like I said, we already speculated that this was going to happen, that they were going to up the body count and up the gore. But we didn't need you to tell us that, Jenna. We didn't. You could have waited. Like, you could have waited till we all got to see the movie. I hate when they do that. It is so infuriating to me. It is. When they do it in the fucking trailers, when these actors come out in the interviews saying, oh, hey, yeah, this is part of the script. So, yeah, let me tell you pieces of the script. No. It makes me want to throw a damn pancake at their head while they're doing that. Yeah, Jordan, yes. I don't like that. I don't want any pieces of information from the script being told by the actors. My thing is this. They get so mad and want to switch things around when the script gets leaked. But then we have instances like this when one of your actors is going on telling parts of the script. I don't care if it's not like plot information, what have you. It's still a very important part of the movie because now we have to speculate who the fuck is all going to die in this movie, as well as from the returning characters who could die. Like I don't like when they do this. Like, I want to be in the unknown. I love being in the unknown. To me, it makes it that much scarier. It makes it that much more suspenseful when I don't know shit. Like, I don't want to know shit. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know anything about how brutal it's going to be. I don't want to know the plot point. I wanted to wait until this movie, like I said, little nuggets, little rumors, little Easter eggs I can live with. But when you're straight up coming on the red carpet and saying, hey guys, just to let you know, Scream 6 is going to be so brutal, Ghostface is going to be the meanest you've ever seen him. Thank you for ruining at least a good 10 to 20% of this movie for me already. Not even a year away. Like, good God, it's annoying. I'm sorry if I'm ranting on about it, guys, but it's fucking annoying to me. It is. It's baffling. Like, shut up. We don't want to know nothing like that. We don't want to know a good part of the plot. That's part of the plot. How many kills? What's the body count going to be like? That's part of the plot. And now, thanks to Jenna, we know at least a good 10 to 20 fucking percent of it. I mean, it's cool to talk about. It's cool for content purposes and have these discussions and go live and, talk about it and stuff. But as a fan, it's just like, oh, why do we do this? Like, why? I don't like it. But hey, like I said at the beginning of the stream, it's out there now. There's nothing we can do about it but talk and speculate about it. You know what I mean? So, very fascinating that she decided to come out with these comments. You know what I mean? I do think that as we already expected it. It's just like I said, guys, like, it's just now breaking down out of the main characters, not any of the new characters that are coming in for the college or this detective, out of the main characters, the core four and Kirby, who do you kill? Let me ask you guys this in chat. If you're making this movie, right, and Jenna just came out and said what she said, right? Who do you kill out of Kirby and the core four? Who do you kill and why? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys about that. Who should they kill and why out of Kirby and the core four? Don't get me wrong, man. I expected it, and I wanted to be brutal. You know what I mean? I just wanted to wait. I didn't want an idea of how brutal this movie was going to be until my eyeballs seen it on the big screen. That's my biggest thing. You know what I mean? I wanted to be kept in suspense, like how violent is Ghostface going to be in this movie? Are they going to up the level of intensity on this character? You know what I mean, I wanted to wait for that, and she already blew it. So we already know that Ghostface is going to be fucking batshit crazy in this movie. But I like it though. I like it. I want it to be more brutal. I want Ghostface to be more brutal. I just don't like the fact that she came out and said, okay, yeah, Ghostface is going to be more brutal. Just rather than she had waited, not said anything, and we would have found out when we watched the movie. Or maybe, because they're going to show more shit in the trailer anyway. Maybe see some parts of how intense Ghostface is in the trailer. You know what I mean? So, but either way, I mean, I'm excited to see how brutal Ghostface is going to be. Ooh, Jordan says Mindy, Kirby, and chat. I agree with you, Jordan. I think that's the lineup. In all honesty, I think that Sam and Tara are going to be left standing at the end of this movie. The more like at this standing point in time, and while I'm thinking about it from reading those comments from Jenna, right now, I think it's going to be Chad, Mindy, and Kirby as well, who out of these 5 characters that is coming back to the screen that are going to bite the blade. I do. I agree with that. I know, Jeremy. What's going on, Jeremy? Thank you for popping in, buddy. Good to see you. I love Kirby. LOL. I don't want her to die. Hey, bro, I don't want her to die neither. I don't. But especially if Gail and Sid isn't in this movie, the kills got to come from somewhere. We could kill off a few of these college kids that don't really mean shit to the story just to do it. But you even seen it in Scream 2. Like with Jada Pinkett and Omar Epps characters, they were still linked. They were still somewhat linked to the original characters, etc. I kind of feel like they're going to go in that direction with these new college characters, that some of these college characters we're going to get are friends of Tara, Chad, and Mindy. You know what I mean? Which, in all honesty, would make sense. You know what I mean? Especially for the killer to go after them as well, because they're linked to who the killers are going after, the killer or killers. Now, with that being said, guys, another question I want to ask you. I'm going to read some of you guys' comments on the last question first before I ask you this next question. Conrad says, I feel the same way, Jeremy. Conrad says, don't kill Hayden, radio silence. I hope they don't, man, but it's not good. Look, it's not looking good for the good old Curbster. I mean, I don't know, Val. I don't like her chances. I'm saying that's too early to tell. Still way too early to tell. But at this point in time, I'm not liking Kirby's chances. Bob says Minnie and Kirby, those Those are the two that subvert expectations. As we know, there's something that they said, Chad, I can't see. They already gave him the Dewey treatment in 5. I mean, I get that. You know what I mean? But the kills got to come from somewhere, buddy. Like, I feel like, especially to really overkill. Remember, they said they're willing to risk it all. You know what I mean? Risking it all to a degree would be killing Chad, because he did get that Dewey treatment. He did. So not only do you kill Dewey in 5, you give Chad the Dewey treatment, but then you kill him in 6. Like, I like it. I like it. I like that. I think it's. I agree with Jordan. I think it's going to be those 3, man. Like, I mean, not saying that Mindy and Kirby wouldn't subvert expectations, because they would. But if they're talking about taking that to the next level, what next level do you get when you kill both the twins and Kirby, and you leave the 2 sisters left standing? I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Jordan says, and then 7 can be more contained, like Halloween Ends, where it's Sam and Tara and a couple people. It's funny you said that, Jordan, because as soon as I read these comments, I got instant Halloween Kills vibes, and then I said, okay, maybe Scream 7 will be mellow, like they're talking about Halloween Ends is going to be. I can see that, because obviously this franchise has mirrored Halloween so much. So that's definitely not out of the question. And if Radio Silence knows Wes Craven very, very well, then they know that throughout the franchise, he always referenced Michael Myers to a degree, like in some shape, way, or form. All right, Jordan, man. Hey, you have a good day of work, my brother. And yeah, hit me up on, like I said, on IG, and we'll talk about putting something together for Saturday. Got 8 people in the chat right now. Hell, thank you guys for showing up. I greatly appreciate you guys' support, kicking it with me here in this beautiful afternoon. Taking time off of work, working and shit, just to pop in and say, hey, man, that I appreciate that a lot, guys. Honestly. Now, what I do want to ask you, I said I had another question for you guys. Do you think that, being that this movie is going to be more bloodier and more gorier and more intense, and this Ghostface killer or killers are supposed to be like batshit fucking crazy intense in this movie, do you think these comments further drive home the suspicion that we get more than 2 killers? I want to know what you guys think about that. Does Jenna's comments help to the notion that we're going to get more than 2 killers in Scream 6? Let me know what you guys think in the chat box, guys, real quick. I'm going to go grab a smoky. I really would like to see 3 killers or more. I think that we've talked about that in the community already. We already think that that's kind of going to happen. But now with these comments, I mean, more blood, more gore, maybe more killers. We bop to that. Whoa! Let's get 3 killers in this movie, guys. Holy shit. Jeremy, nice. Hold on. Why did that pop up? Okay. There we go. Marcus, I bought an 8-pack of Nightmare on Elm Street the other day, and I just watched part 3 of The Dream Warriors, my favorite one. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, absolutely. I'll say this. I think, for me, out of Nightmare on Elm Street, it's number one, Dream Warriors is number two, and then The New Nightmare. Those are my three favorite Freddy movies. I'm surprised The New Nightmare honestly isn't number two, but Dream Warriors does hold a special place in my heart. I like Dream Warriors. I do. Val, yes. At least two killers and a mastermind. Now, I'm even gonna go a step above that. What if we get three regular killers and then we have a mastermind at the end? Like the three killers, we'll go two or three killers that get revealed at the college or whatever, and then at the end, maybe Christina gets killed or something like that. If we do get some character development out of that character in this movie, maybe that's how you reveal that there's another third or fourth killer. Like, I would like to see three killers and then a mastermind. I think that's another way you could really subvert expectations. Because I think obviously, if they're listening to a lot of us in the community, a lot of us are picking three killers. Well, what would subvert our expectations? Four killers, which is as many people that is watching this stream right now. So, I mean, I'm thinking that we could possibly get four killers in this movie. Three active running around killers, and the fourth killer is a mastermind. Stu! Oh, man, sorry, guys. Got a bad cough real quick. God, oh, Lord. God, man, what's going on here? Man, Stu! Oh, God, it happened again. Oh, man, I got to get that taken care of. Oh! Get it up! We know who it is. So, I mean, I think we could get four killers in this movie, guys, and I'm really hoping that they subvert that expectation for me. If there's any expectation that I want subverted for myself, give me four of those bad boys. Give me three active running around Ghostface killers, and give me that one mastermind for a total of four Ghostface killers. Only a man could dream, right, guys? Only a man could dream. But it's not impossible. I do think that this movie will have more than two killers. I will say that. I mean, if I don't get my four killer system that I want, I'm going to agree with what Val says here in this comment. At least two killers and a mastermind for a total of three Ghostface killers. Excuse me. Ooh, that's a good question, Jordan. Before just hold on real quick. Yeah, I agree. Listen, I agree. Based on what you have told us so far, Marcus, there will be more than two, and I think there will be more than one city and location, possibly. I mean, we all want that, and I would love that, but I'm starting to really lean towards that. They're not. It's going to be one city, one place. What I want, and me and Bob both agree with this and talked about it. We want most of this movie to be wherever it's going to be in New York or whatever, but we want also some trips back to Woodsboro for some Christina Carpenter development. Because as I said earlier, if that woman wouldn't even show up for her daughter damn near being brutally fucking killed, she's not running after them to college. She's just not. So in order to give Christina some character development, I feel like we almost have to take a step back. I mean, have some scenes in Woodsboro. Maybe we see Christina trying to talk to Tara, trying to, have a relationship or talk to Sam, what have you. You know what I mean? I would like that, Jeremy. I'm iffy, man. I think they're going to really keep it in one location. And until we get that cast list, when we get that cast list, then I think we'll have a broader perspective of will this movie will these killers be in multiple locations for sure. I love that though. I want that. The cult for sure, Jeremy says. Absolutely. I like it. Now I want to get to a question that Jordan asked here. I seen he pop back in real quick and asked me. Pop back in to ask what you think about having one killer again. See, the thing is that I mean, we got one killer reveal at the end of Scream 3, but I think we all know that Roman, he couldn't have acted alone. He would literally have to have, the Michael Myers telepatory skills that Jordan, you think Michael has and stuff like that to some degree. I do think that Angelina was involved in Scream 3. I just don't think we got the reveal. So I don't really think there was ever really one killer, like legitly one killer. We just obviously got one killer reveal. I wouldn't like it because you're asking one person to do a lot of work. Unless they're picking people off like slowly but surely, like one by one, scene by scene. You know what I mean? Like, I can't see only one killer doing these crimes. It would have to be two. You know what I mean? That was the biggest thing for me in Scream 3 was how the fuck is Roman getting around this fast, and how's he this place and how's he that place in the same building? It's like, and stuff like, I wouldn't, it would have to be, and I don't know if you even saw this fan film from Zen House Studios, the Scream fan film that they just dropped or whatnot, Jordan, but they had one killer in that movie, and it was supposed to be like Billy Loomis's brother, long lost brother or something and shit like that. And I even commented on their stuff because I liked it. I said, "Oh, you guys did a really good job. I'm just not buying that he did all that by himself." And they commented back to me and said, "Oh no, he definitely did do it by himself." And I'm just like, "Nah, I'm not buying it. Sorry." There was too many scenes where 1 minute he's in the backyard, now he's back in the living room. Like, no, I'm not stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not happening. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I just, one killer, it's just being that just because there's just so much to do. But like I said, if you're going to have one killer, okay, so if we would have one killer, this is how I would want to see it. Each victim, they got to take care of them one by one. It can't look like they're teleporting. You know what I mean? It has to look like they're really like there in real time. The chase scenes aren't that, like they're chase scenes, but they're not that big. And then, obviously, it's not convoluted. Hopefully it wouldn't be so convoluted. Like, it'd be a lot of work. It'd be a lot of work to pull off, in my opinion, without making the killer look like they're transporting. But it's not something that can't be done. You know what I mean? But for this franchise, you got to have more than one killer, in my opinion. I mean, they could, Jordan. They could pull it off, but they'd have to break down the scenes exactly. Like, each victim has to get picked off one by one. Like, and it can't be to where, okay, we see Ghostface chasing them in the middle of the street, and then when they're trying to get through a door, Ghostface is right there at the door. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be like nothing like that's making Ghostface look like they're transporting. If they can make it work like that, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it at all. You know what I mean? They just have to make it look right. They can't make it look like this killer is 2, 3, 4 different places at once. But I like that. I mean, that's different. That's different as fuck, because everybody would expect there to be more than one killer. If in Scream 6 they were to pull it off that there's only one killer doing this, that would be a way you would subvert expectations, because we would not be expecting that. So I actually like that idea. I just, you know what I mean? I think that it's something that they would have to put a lot of work into to get it done. But this is what they get paid the big bills for. So make it work if you can make it work. Comrade says, that's what's up, Jordan. You're going to be here for a couple more minutes. That's what's up. So I like to see, brother. Comrade says, Roman was the smartest Ghostface. He was very heavy on technology and wore a bulletproof vest. I mean, he was very, very smart. I'll go to the extent that saying, in my opinion, I think Jill was smarter. I think Jill was a little bit smarter than Roman, just because of the plan that she put together and the fact that nobody would expect that from her. You know, I'm gonna go with Jill on that one, Conrad. But Roman was very, very smart for sure. Roman was very, very smart, and he had the sources. He had the resources to have that type of technology and bulletproof vests from working in the movies and having real life props and stuff like that. Like he had a lot. That's one thing about Roman. Like he had resources. You know what I mean? He had some good resources to put his shit together and make try to make his scheme work. I mean, he was smart for sure. I'll give him that. I love this. I always love the scene when he's talking about someone's trying to kill my movie. Someone wants to kill my movie. And Wallace is like, all right, we'll talk about your movie down at the station. This is the scene where you come with us. Yeah, fucking every time it gets me. Love that fucking scene, man. Love it. But yeah, Roman was smart for sure, man. I mean, you got to think about it. The entire Scream universe, in the trilogy sense anyway, was all built by Roman. Without Roman trying to get a hold and find Marine, we might not ever get, that story. You know what I mean? So Roman, yeah, he definitely was smart. I just think Jill was a little bit more smarter because when I put the two side by side, I would assume Roman to be a killer more than I assume Jill. That's just me, though. All right, Jordan. I think Jordan's got to head out again. All right, buddy. Well, if you do have to head out again, have a good day at work, my man, and thank you for stopping in. If you have time tonight, we are doing a watch party for Rocky Horror Picture Show. So if you want to stop by later for that, you know what I mean. Feel free to, brother. We'd love to have you on in the chat. And if you got free time, if you can join the live stream, I mean, let me know. Oh hell yeah, comrade! That scene is so. Wallace is so underrated in that movie, in my opinion. I love Detective Wallace. I love when he's walking by and Milton's like, "Hey, these murders don't have nothing to do with the movie, does it? You're making a movie called Stab. He was stabbed." Like it's just such a sarcastic dick. And then like when Detective Kincaid's like, "Oh, Miss Weathers is working with me now," and he just looks at him. He's like, "Oh, well, in that case, I'll go dust for fingerprints with Jane Pauley." Like, so good. He's fucking hilarious. I love him. Val says without Roman being revealed till 3, smart guy. Yeah, no, I agree. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's still a smart guy in general. Even with the reveal, when you really like see how he orchestrated and put everything together, he was definitely a smart guy. I just think that he allowed revenge to override a lot of that knowledge that he had, in all honesty. Jordan, we're going live later for a watch party. For the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So if you want to be on a live stream panel for that, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram and give me a yay or nay. And if you do, I'll send you the link to come and join the panel when we go live later. We're going to be starting out at 10 o'clock. Oh, okay. Got you. I see what I get what you're saying, Jordan. Got you. Got you. Well, if later on, you can, I mean, you don't have to do much at work or whatever, and you can find time to hop in the stream, bro, just let me know and I'll send you the link. Yeah, 10 o'clock tonight for a Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're doing a watch party. Me, Val, Bob. Okay, I'll say I'll go 9 more minutes, guys. It's 2:51 now on my end, so till 3 o'clock. Usually I go like 2 hours for for Mondays or whatever, but I do want to get out of here. I have some laundry to go do, and then I want to get that stream for later put together and get these links set out so you guys can, have them and all that stuff. Yeah, you're right, Bob. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tonight, Jordan. Jordan talks film. Kieran's really the smartest. He was a pretty smart motherfucker. Even though I'm not going to lie, towards the middle of the second season, I kind of figured out it was Kieran, but I still like that character a lot. I liked Kieran as a killer. Ooh, hold on. That's a good question, Jordan, because I forgot you are Central Time Zone. So hold on. Jordan, where do you live on the Central Time Zone so I can exactly look up, you know what I mean, in terms of like state wise, like how that is or whatever and shit like that. What state are you in? All right, there you go. Got Bob. Good looking out, Bob. Good shit. Good stuff. Thank you, Bob, for that. I'll be forgetting about them time zones and shit, guys. My bad. You know what I mean? Like, I've been living on the East Coast my whole life, so I'm just used to one fucking time zone. But yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show watch party tonight. It's going down. Me, Val, Bob, and hopefully Jordan. You can make it in if you can. Me neither, Jordan. This is my first time watching it too. That's why we decided to do it. Val, pitched the idea of let's do a watch party for my first time, and we're gonna go hard. We're gonna do it. Roman had Cindy almost die, had her on the floor. I thought she was going to die like Nancy died in Nightmare 3. No, I thought she was going to die too. And when I seen him shoot her the way he did, and she crumbled like that, I thought she was going to die too. I was shocked. They did a good job at teasing her death for sure. Holy shit, Conrad has never seen it neither. Well, we got a whole lineup of first time watches. So hey, this is going to be fun. Val and Bob has seen it before, but he said he's only seen it one time, so he doesn't really remember it. Val has seen it, and I haven't. Conrad hasn't. You haven't. So a lot of us here that are in the chat, and and me obviously, we haven't seen it, Jordan. So yeah, this is our first time watching. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. So real quick, I'll leave it at this in terms of the comments and in terms of the news that we got from Jenna. How does her comments make you feel? Like, because you obviously seen I didn't like it. I didn't like, the fact that she released that information. I could have done without it. But I want to know what you guys think about that. How do you feel? I know Conrad had said earlier that he didn't really agree with her doing that as well. Val, Jordan, Bob, how do you guys feel about her releasing, making those statements? Jordan says I will be 2 hours late, so I may have to skip unless we would talk about Scream after or for a second stream. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, man. I mean, I'm always down to do more content. So, you know what I mean? I think it would just have to be, so the movie itself would probably be like an hour and a half, 2 hours long. So, I mean, if you want to do another stream, late night stream, yeah, we could do that. You know what I mean? It'd probably just be at like a little after 12 o'clock, but I'm not opposed to doing that at all. Oh shit, that's what's up, Jordan. Start my new welding class tomorrow. That's what's up, man. Hell yeah, make that money, bro. That's money in that industry for sure, in that career. They make good money. Oh wow, Conrad, you never. Oh, okay, so you saw it this weekend. Okay, yeah, Jaws is a classic. Love Jaws. I am asking about Jenna's statements, Jackie. I know that Craven had dropped that video, about his friend asking, and she said she turned it down. And again, I'm not saying that I don't believe that, but until we get like an official cast list, I think that's something that we should just take with a grain of salt for right now, anyway. Because keep in mind, Nev is an actress; she could be bluffing him. You know what I mean? So, and like Bob said last night, non-disclosure agreements. So even if she wanted to, she wouldn't be able to tell the truth about it anyway. Bob says, I'm a little annoyed she released that info. I'd rather not have any news about it, but that's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with it. Like, I just wish between the trailers and, the actors, they would kind of keep certain information mum. You know what I mean? Jackie says Jenna's comments are a little much. Not I'm not that bothered by it. I mean, yeah, I mean, and I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people that's not going to be bothered by it. I'm just me personally. I just think it's like let us just live in suspense. You know what I mean? That's just where I'm at for it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like it when they do that because we're already going to get a lot in the trailer, and it's just like. I hate when they do this. I just do. With my horror movies, I grew up with not knowing much about the movie until the movie came out. That's just where I'm at. That's right. That's right, Jackie. Wait, did she? Ooh, hold on, Jackie. Whoa. Let me hit the variety machine. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pump this bad boy up. Nev Campbell, Scream 6 News. Let's see what Nev's saying. Ah, it just came out. What? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna put this caption up there for you guys. Yeah, safe to say I'm gonna be on here for a couple more minutes because I'm about to fucking snap. In all honesty, because I don't like the caption I just read. It's one thing to not have Nev Campbell back in this movie. Okay, I can live with that. We kind of already expected she wasn't going to be back in this movie. But now, from this caption I read, I don't even know if she's going to be back at all for Scream 7. And give me a second. Let me load this bad boy up. Have you guys ever seen an orange guy turn red? You might in here in a few seconds. Okay, so that should be it right here. Thank you for bringing that up, Jackie. This just got released an hour ago. I'll try to blow it up. Okay, it won't. Oh, there we go. What does that say right there, guys? Nev Campbell exits Scream 6 over salary dispute. Let me get about this full screen. Okay. Once again, thank you, Jackie, for cluing me in on that, because that just broke an hour ago. Literally just came out. Let me get this damn thing off this overlay. I'm hot right now, guys. Okay, so as you guys seen, Nev Campbell is not returning back to Scream 6. We already kind of figured that if she wasn't going to have a cameo, she wasn't going to be in this movie. Okay, fair enough. We already felt that, figured that. But over salary dispute, that's a big issue, guys, because why the fuck would you not want to pay the woman who has been centered around this franchise since its inception, who has carried this franchise basically on her fucking back, and you're gonna fuck her on the money? It's one thing to not bring her back because the script don't add up for her character. Cool. But you're not gonna pay her due diligence? When in all honesty, a lot of reason why people went to go see Scream 5 was because Nev and the OG3 was still in it. Even though they had minimal roles, without those three being in it, you don't sell that movie that well. And that's the truth. And now you made all this money. You made all this money at the fucking box office off of these guys. And you ain't gonna give her slice of the fucking pie? To bring her back? This reminds me of the video I saw with Craven, what they did with David Arquette, when they basically didn't even give him any formal information on Dewey's character dying. They just said, oh, we're going to kill your character off. Didn't have enough respect to go to the man and see how he felt about the decision. Wow. Wow. That's big, because now, what if she doesn't come back for Scream 7? If there is going to be a Scream 7. Wow. I can't believe these guys are fucking doing it like this. Like, if you didn't want Nev to come back, don't ask her to come back. But don't fucking play with the money. When that woman has earned every single fucking dollar she's... Wow. It just infuriates me, you guys, because, like I said, it's one thing if the script didn't line up or, you know, with the character. Okay, I can do that. I can appreciate that. But the fact that you didn't meet her salary demands when she's the queen of the franchise. That's like Halloween telling Jamie Lee Curtis, oh, we want you to come back, but we're only going to give you $500,000 for the movie to come back. Jamie gonna look at them and say, shove that contract right up your motherfucking ass. And that's obviously what Nev did. And good for Nev, because that's bullshit. You don't do that to legacy characters like that. You don't, especially the cream of the crop. You don't. Listen, I always say this when it comes to sports. When you have a guy or a female who is playing above level, who is performing above level, you pay them. You pay them. Nev Campbell in the Scream franchise, even for a cameo, is worth top dollar because her face puts asses in the seats. Which is why Scream 5 was so successful. It wasn't because of the new characters. Yes, the new characters played a part. But I think we can all agree, without the OG3 saying we will come back for Scream 5, that movie don't fucking sell. It doesn't. And now you're going to fuck Nev on the money? Whoa! Oh, God. I'm scared. I'm scared. I get it. Kirby's back. I get it that takes some pressure off of Nev not being in this movie. Now, you guys got to think this too. If they offer Nev enough money to come back, you might as well cancel Courtney. They ain't going to pay Courtney more than Nev. You can't. Wow. Wow. For it to be over salary, you're not going to pay her? Guys, I want to see what you guys think about that. I gotta see. I got 17 comments here I haven't even looked at because I've just been fucking going insane. Oh God. You know how you wake up some days and you just know something's gonna piss you off that day? I knew something was going to piss me off today. I just did not expect it to be this. Oh, man. Why? And the reason why I'm tweaking out the way I am about it is because that might leave a sour taste in Nev's mouth to where she might not want to come back to the table for an offer in Scream 7. You didn't want to give me the money while the iron is hot off of Scream 5. What if Scream 6 doesn't do as well at the box office that Scream 5 did? Well, if you didn't have the money for me when we had the money, when we turned a profit, you're not going to have the money if you don't turn a profit. No, Jordan's not misinformation. It's released. Thanks to Jackie, put me on. I checked it out. That shit's legit. It was just released by Vanity an hour ago. Wow. Wow. That's big, guys. That's big because now you have to wonder, does Courtney or Nev ever come back to the franchise because of this shit they pulled with the fucking money? Wow. Wow. I'm dumbfounded. I am bamboozled. I am dismayed. I am besmirched. Oh my God. What are they doing? I get it. I get it. You got to make your own characters. But for all that, you should have just made Scream 5 your entirely own version of what you think Scream is. You shouldn't involve the OG3. You shouldn't have involved Billy Loomis. You shouldn't have did none of that shit. You should have never brought anybody from the fucking past back if you were going to treat these OG fucking characters like this. Ugh. Musa. God, man, what the fuck are they doing? Wow. Oh my God. Let me see what you guys are saying. I gotta hear you guys. I gotta read your guys' comments because that's the only thing right now that's gonna bring me some level of fucking peace in this hour. Oh my God, these motherfuckers, man. Ugh. It doesn't. No, thank you. Yes, exactly. Doesn't make fucking sense. Jesus. Yep. Right there, Jackie. Saying they didn't offer her what she was worth. Isn't that a... It just it makes me want to just fucking I just want to punch something right now, honestly. I'm sorry. Like I just do. Like and I only am acting like this because I'm thinking about the future of the fucking franchise. Like, what was the point in bringing the OG3 back if one, you were going to kill off Dewey, and then two, you weren't going to offer Nev or Courtney the money that they were worth to come to fuck back? When, in all honesty, as I said it before, without David, Courtney, or Nev promoting this movie and being in this movie, even to an extent, they don't put those asses in the seats that they did, and they don't make as much money as they did. And then now that you gained a profit off of this little project, you're going to just say fuck you to Courtney and Nev on the money? No, fuck you, Radio Silence and Spyglass. Fuck you. Like, dead fucking serious. Like, remember what Mark Wahlberg said in Fear to Melissa Milano when he told her to go back and fix things with Reese Witherspoon? What did he say to her? I'm starting to lag a little bit. Hold on, I'll wait. There we go. I think it's now starting to clear up a little bit. There we go. Now that lag is a little bit, it's starting to lag up a little bit, but now it's starting to come down a little bit. But what did Mark Wahlberg say to Alyssa Milano when he told her to go make things right with Reese Witherspoon? What did he say? You better fix it. You better make it right. Because if you don't, I'm going to hurt you. That's how I feel with Radio Silence right now. You better fix it. You better make it right with Nev. Because if you don't, I'm going to hurt you. Like, you got, like, what are they doing? Oh my God, man. Hold on, let me take this damn green screen off. I think that's what's really fucking it up right now. All right, now it's not lagging. See, I hate when this does this. I don't know why it does this sometimes, but good God, everything's fucked up right now. I'm fucking angry. The stream is lagging a little bit. Now it seems like we're back to normal. But good. Right, Val? Ain't nothing like just ripping off the Band-Aid, right? Get used to no Cindy. Wow, yup, at all. I like, how do you go back from this? Because now we got to think, what if Scream 6 don't make as much money as Scream 5 did? If you didn't want to offer her the money to come back for 6, you're not going to want to offer her the fucking money to come back for 7, especially if you don't turn a profit with 6. Oh. Right, Val. Well, see, my thing is this, is that with Scream 5, they left too much story open for Nev, especially when it came to Sam. That hospital scene where we got Nev telling Sam, I know who you are. You're basically Billy's daughter. When we didn't hear no dialogue from Dewey or Gail stating that they knew that she was Billy's daughter up until obviously Sam told Dewey. But Gail didn't even know who the fuck she was. So that fact alone that Cindy knew who the fuck Sam was, that right there leaves the door open for Cindy to come back in a potential Scream movie because we have to clear that up. How did she know? How did she know that that was Billy's daughter? And then if Stu does come back, if Stu is supposed to come back, you mean to tell me that Cindy shouldn't be a part of that? Man, I can't believe that. I really can't fucking believe that. Well, then, sorry, radio silence. Sorry. When I get mad, fucking bullets just spray. I don't care. You know what I mean? But Bob says it's Spyglass. Well, fuck you, Spyglass. The fuck are you idiots doing? Like, do they not realize that without Cindy and the OJ, without Nev and David and Gail, this movie and 5 don't fucking sell? It doesn't sell. Oh my god! Like I said, I'm besmirched. I'm bamboozled. I kiss my head. Oh my god! What are they doing? Oh my god, man! Oh, and it's so funny, Bob. We were just having this conversation about fucking studios fucking with shit. You just said that last night about Spyglass possibly pulling a fucking Weinstein, and here we are. Oh my god. Oh my god, these studios, I hate them. I hate them with a passion. They fuck our movies up so much, and I'm just so fucking tired of it, man. Leave shit alone. Leave it alone. Just, you made a lot of money off of it. Why would you fucking not? Why would you try to fix something that's not broken? Woo! Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Sorry, radio silence. It's not your guys' fault. I'm just really fucking hot right now. Oh my god. I'm hot. Like, I am so hot. So hot. Like, wow. What now, guys? What do you guys think this means if we get a Scream 7, right? Even if Scream 6, let's just go with the premise Scream 6 does well at the box office, right? Do you guys think Nev will even come back to the table and want to do business with these assholes after what they did to her? Especially if they're not going to fucking offer her the money. I just can't see, if you didn't offer her the money to come back in 6, if you're going to do a 7, you're not going to offer her the money then, in my opinion. But what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that if Scream 6 is successful at the box office and they try to go back to Nev with a contract, do you think Nev will even entertain the idea with these assholes? Because I don't think she will. I don't. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I made that. I nullified that mistake. But Jesus, it's just so funny. Me and Bob were literally just fucking talking about this. Literally about these fucking studios fucking with our movies, not letting these creators create and do what the fuck they're trying to do. And here we go. Here we fucking go. You know what? We can say a lot about the Weinsteins, a bunch of fucking, nasty motherfuckers. But one thing we can't say about them, they didn't fucking sit there and jerk fucking Nev Campbell or the rest of the OG3 on the fucking money. They made sure they got their money. That's a slap in the face. That really is. That's a slap in the face to the character of Sidney Prescott. That's a slap in the face to all the hard work that Nev Campbell put into that character. Wow. I don't think she will either. I don't. It's all right, dogs. Calm down. It's all right. Relax. It's just the neighbors. Oh, I go through this with them every day. Oh, I can't believe this shit. Oh, man. These guys. Wow. Wow. That's right, Jordan. Oh shit, sorry, I clicked off that. I didn't even get to read it. I'm just so fucking like befuddled right now of what I just read, and I just want one last scene with her enjoying life and making it clear that this is her last scene ever. I want them to move from Cindy completely, but just want one last scene. I agree with that, but I just felt like they are missing an incredible opportunity with that character because now, I mean, could it have been bad writing from the start? Yes. But I want to know how the fuck she knew that Sam was Billy's daughter. They left a storyline out there. And I'm just, wow. 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 Jacqueline says, I'm not sure. Her statement sounded like a goodbye, and she was hesitant to join 5. After this crap, I don't see her easily wanting to join back on for 7. I agree, Jackie. I agree. I agree. And the reason why she came back for 5 is because the story in the script for her character made sense. And obviously the money was there. Now, isn't this funny? You know what I mean? They make a lot of money off this movie. They don't have the money to give to her to come back for 6. But you were basically working with a somewhat, I want to say, not minimal budget, but you kind of had to be careful with what you spent, being that this is a reboot. You know what I mean? This is a reboot. So you're going into the unknown with how much money you're going to make. And you still gave her the money to come back for 5. Now you made more money off of 6, and you're not going to give her the money. They're fucking assholes. Jim Reed, what's going on, man? Thank you for showing up. About to wrap up here in a couple minutes. I was going to wrap up at 3:00 until Jackie shared this news with me that just broke an hour ago that Nev Campbell will not be returning to Scream 6 because of salary disputes. And Jim Reed said, didn't they have a bigger budget for Scream 6? I would like to think so. I mean, they made all this fucking money off of it out of 5 out of the box office. So I'd like to think so. But even if they have a bigger budget, you pay her. You got to pay her. It's just like in sports. When you have an all-star Hall of Fame caliber player that is performing at the highest level, when it comes to contract time, you pay the man or the woman. You pay him. Simple. You know what I mean? It's simple. But yeah, Jim, I think they definitely do have a bigger budget for 6, and that's why it's just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. Because it's not even just about 6 anymore. It's about the future of the franchise. Now we may never see Cindy Prescott again. And now you can even wonder if you're ever going to see Gail Weathers again. I am appalled. I'm appalled. I'm besmirched. I am beside myself. I am bamboozled. I want to run myself through a brick wall, but I would fucking kill myself doing that, so I'm not going to. I'm just really, and I'm gobsmacked by this. Like, if you would have asked me that, okay, Nev wasn't going to be in Scream 6 because the story doesn't match up, like I said, I accept that. But when you get to the point over money, didn't see that coming, and now that just might have burned any bridge of her coming back. And Courtney. There's a reason Courtney said we didn't see the contracts yet. Now you see why. Oh my God. Okay, Jordan says budget is $35 million, which is $9 million more than, Scream 6. And when you think about how much money they made at the box office, that's not shit. What they're spending in budget increases isn't shit. Especially when you bring Nev and Cindy back, as we've seen in Scream 5, that money's just going to equate and grow bigger. Wow. It's crazy. Right, Bob? Right, exactly. Well, yeah, definitely. So now, Jordan, for sure, you know what I mean? We're definitely going to do a live stream later on tonight after the Rocky Horror Picture Watch Party. We're definitely doing that. We're going to talk. Me, you, and Bob are going to have a nice conversation about this fucking horse shit and about where now the direction of Scream goes from here. Like, wow, guys. Whoa! These motherfuckers. I hate studios. Exactly. Thank you, Jackie. That's right. Thank you. So while the budget has gone up, so does the salaries. You pay them. Pay them. Thank you. Just because you guys made a profit doesn't mean you're not going to give me my fair share out of that profit. And that's what it seems like to me they're trying to fucking do. The money they made off of Scream 5, off of the OG3 characters coming back, they're not trying to give them a piece out of that. And that's bullshit. Because if it wasn't for those three, Scream 5 don't fucking be a success the way it is. And that's the truth. It doesn't. But yeah, we're definitely going to do another stream. We're going to do an after-hours stream tonight, Jordan, if you're still in the chat. If not, I'll send you a message on Instagram, and I'll send you the link for that stream and shit like that. But yeah, we're definitely going to be having an after-hour session tonight. For sure. No, I am. I'm getting to Jackie's comment. Like, I love Sid and was disappointed but okay with hearing that she might not be in 6. But knowing this is the reason, I really put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, damn, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That right there. That right there. If it was, okay, the story isn't matching up for Cindy Prescott, there's no reason for her to be in this movie because of the story. Awesome. Cool. No problem with that because we already kind of expected that, in all honesty. You know what I mean? We didn't expect her to be in this movie, and if she was, it was only going to be a cameo. But now that we find out that the reason why is because of money, wow. Wow. I mean, in my honesty, you can make a case she's the greatest final girl of all time. I know a lot of people like to say Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm not trying to take that away from Jamie, but Nev has been more consistent. And that's the truth. Nev was more consistent than Laurie Strode. We got to remember, Laurie Strode, there was time gaps we didn't get that character. So, no, it's all right, Jordan, because I am about to head off here because I gotta get some laundry done and get these streams for later put together and all that stuff and all that or whatnot. But yeah, gang, obviously, you know, not only did we get, you know, the comments from Jenna Ortega that slightly pissed me off, but now we got the mother load that pissed me off, and that's Nev Campbell will not be coming back to Scream 6 because of money. Because Spyglass decides that the queen of the franchise isn't worth her ruby, which is bullshit. So, gang, I'm just gobsmacked right now. But I am going to end this stream right now, right here. We will be picking up on more Scream 6 news later on tonight. So stay tuned for the notifications. I will have a stream, you know, uploaded here within an hour or whatnot. You know, we'll probably go live for that Scream 6 stream around 1 o'clock tonight. No, it's late, but if you guys have an hour and a half, 2 hours out of your time to go after hours, you know what I mean? If you guys want, join us for that stream because we're going to have a lot to talk about, you know what I mean? Especially because of the direction of the franchise. I want to get into a deep dive conversation about now that we don't have no Nev Campbell returning, what does this mean for the entire franchise and the returning characters moving forward? All right, gang, I'm getting out of here for the stream. Thank you all who attended the stream for Shoot At Me Monday. I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys shoot that like button for the stream. Greatly appreciate the support. Hey, guys, still share the stream, even share the replay, whatever. Let's get these views up on these streams or what have you. The more likes we get, the more people we get to join us in these conversations. You know what I mean? So every time we're streaming or wherever, share the shit out of these streams. I appreciate it, you guys. All right, gang. Once again, this is our Shot 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host, Marcus. If you haven't already, shoot that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon. Your support is greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys later. And always remember, guys. Oh, the shit would just click off. Behind the scenes. I shot him 6 times.